There are moments in life when the people you loved and trusted walk away. Sometimes it's sudden, sometimes it's slow, but no matter how it happens, it hurts. You ask questions like, why did they leave? Did I do something wrong? Why would God let this happen? But what if their exit was God's protection? What if their departure was divine direction? Because sometimes the very thing that breaks your heart is what God is using to build your future. This isn't just about loss, it's about alignment, about purpose, about pruning. 1. Some people were never meant to stay. Not everyone who starts with you is meant to finish with you. We assume that loyalty means longevity, but that's not always God's plan. Jesus had crowds, then he had 12, then he had 3, and at the cross, he stood almost alone. In John 15:2, Jesus said, "My Father cuts off every branch that bears no fruit and prunes the ones that do." Sometimes God removes people who are draining you. Sometimes he removes people who served a purpose for a season, but not for your next. And sometimes it's not about their failure. It's about your elevation. You can't fly if you're still dragging people God already released. And when he calls you higher, not everyone is willing or able to climb. 2. Love doesn't always mean alignment. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you're aligned with them. Love can be real and still not be right. Some relationships are built on feelings, not foundation. Some friendships are built on comfort, not calling. Some people were there to teach you, not to stay with you. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together unless they are agreed?" God will not let you be unequally yoked with people who will pull you off the path. And sometimes the most loving thing he can do is allow the separation. It might look like heartbreak. It might feel like betrayal, but it might be the beginning of your breakthrough. 3. You prayed for purpose, and this is the answer. You asked God to use you, to grow you, to take you deeper. And this is part of the answer. Sometimes elevation feels like isolation. Sometimes the pruning feels like punishment. But in John 15, Jesus said pruning is the proof that you're being prepared to bear more fruit. God removes people not to hurt you, but to free you. Free you from distraction. Free you from compromise. Free you from attachments that are slowing down your obedience. You're not being abandoned, you're being refined. If someone walked away, trust that God knew what you didn't. If a relationship fell apart, trust that he's making room. And if you're walking alone right now, you're in good company. Moses went up the mountain alone. David ran into caves alone. Jesus went to the cross alone. But in the solitude, God moved. In the silence, he prepared. And in the separation, he aligned them with their destiny. So let them go. Not in bitterness, not in hate, but in faith. Because if God removed them, he's about to reveal what's next.